Hey guys, this is Hawk. Welcome back to the channel and to Abiotic Factor, where we have many things to talk about today because I have been a busy bee. So first of all, the last time I recorded was a little over 4 weeks ago. So I'm going to try to get through everything that I have listed that I remember that I did. If you see anything that looks unfamiliar, feel free to ask me about it in the comments and I'll try to do my best to remember. So first things first, I moved the bobbleheads. They were starting to get too many to put down on that little table in the lobby. So I moved them here. I had actually found, I went back to Flat Hill to get some power cells, and I found the composer figurine. It was laying on top of one of like the server cabinets. And I think somebody had told me for the Layak bobblehead to go back to this witch's swamp. And so I went back there. It was hiding in shrubbery or something like that. And then I found another one of these order bobbleheads in the Rise facility. So that is all of the bobbleheads. You can see there's becoming quite a few of them, which is, I mean, that's fun. That's fine for me. We will make an entire shelf of them. And if we run out of space, we'll make another shelf. Additionally, armor sets. I have now too many. So I put a mirroring set over here on this wall. So it was a bit of a debacle getting them up here. Some more of the armor stands, but so this is the carapace armor, I believe. Yes, and then this is actually this gate security, the actual security stuff that I've been finding around. I didn't want to just get rid of it. And that, of course, is the forge armor. And then there's an empty skeleton down here in case we get more stuff. And then over here, I do believe out on the end is my Symphonist armor. And then there's our crystalline armor, and then there is the outfit that we need to go into the frozen biome. We are still wearing our, what do we call this? A cursed armor? I don't know. It's the hex armor. I like this stuff because it does actually help. It, like it mentions, it actually does healing. As far as it specifically heals light and heavy bleeding. So I really appreciate that when I get hit by like a sniper or even just Layak. So I also decided I like being able to look out my windows, and this was becoming a whole freaking mess in here. And so I got rid of everything in here except for this guy. And the reason this guy's here is literally just to show you guys. I went back and I got the Cacophonous crate and the ornate crate. Both were from the Hydroplant area. This one was on the top of the roof. If you guys remember, I was actually talking about setting up there and I almost did it, but then I didn't between episodes. I've decided I'm going to stay where I am. The Cacophonous crate was out by the waterfall apartments, and this is what was in everything. I'm going to get this all sorted out. I think that's probably about, I have an entire crate now of just pipes. So that's a thing. And that actually is why I have 3 different things in my inventory that are 3 different weapons, is because I actually found out that the pipes are some of the upgrade elements that are needed for these things. And I'm going to try to upgrade these today. So we're going to try to get the thresher. Oh, this pulls from chests now. It didn't pull from chests before. So the problem is I only have 2 of the transformer bushings. So I have to prioritize, and it's probably going to be grinder first because that's what we're going to be taking. Although this one doesn't take. So this one takes the reservoir growth, and this is a shotgun. And then this is the rifle. Oh, and again, this one doesn't actually take that bushing. All right, so then we should be good here. So let's go ahead. We're going to enhance this, and it's going to become, instead of a grinder, it's going to become a thresher. And this takes reinforced CPU. And I went back and I got some of those, and I actually probably going to be putting out a video. I actually was really kind of impressed. I found a really simple way to kill 2 of the bots. It's worked really well several times, and I'm excited about it. So let's go ahead. I don't love that I'm going to be losing a headlamp. We'll be making another headlamp. Actually, I think I had a headlamp. Snowfall shotgun requires a controller and air compressor. Is the grinder up? No, we're done. The grinder is officially done. Oh, I just chucked the shotgun on the floor. All right, and then the Wessex rifle. We have enough of the growth, so that will actually... upgrade, and same thing here. We haven't discovered this. Now, the interesting part, this is an Ice X rifle now, and the shotgun said something about it'll go to a snowfall. So does that mean we're going to get these other pieces once we get to the frozen area? I don't know. That is something we will be looking at some point, but it's not going to be today because we got a bajillion things to cover. So what else do I have for you? Oh, huge thing I haven't even mentioned. We got back and I crafted the void pack. So we are currently sporting the void pack, which has an entire another row of inventory. So whereas before we had 5 rows of 6, so 30 slots, we now have 6 rows of 6, so we've got 36. So I'm very excited about that. And it does look like this can be upgraded again. So I don't know if we get like there is kind of almost like there's space for another row. Let's put it that way. All right, additional things. You may see I've got a Nyx Shade seed. We're going to run down while we're talking about that. And that is because I stopped... When was he here? Okay, whatever. I stopped by Warren at some point. I don't remember. Oh, I wanted to see if I had found the stuff, whatever materials to trade for staplers, because I'm running low on staplers. And it turns out I have. But I also found out that the Nyx Shade seed, so the Nyx Shade seed, you guys didn't see when I crafted this the first time, but this is, it requires 10 Night Essence, and then 5 Laic Essence, an Antiverse Wheat, and an Ethiol. So these ones are not a problem, even a little bit. The Night Essence is what's actually going to be a problem. It requires 10 Night Essence, so that's why I keep going back to the Night Realm to try to get all of those spare Night Essences that are just kind of sitting around in those jail cells. And that is what you have to trade to get the gate security key. And like I said, I came here, I'd done a bunch of fishing that time that we were kind of sitting around waiting for the blackout event to end. And I came down here and found out that it is the raw antifish. This used to be a moonfish fillet until this whole system kind of updated. And now it's apparently an antifish fillet for a stapler. And those were easy enough to catch in that, in this right over here, that world that you go into, it has kind of like that like Japanese temple. That is an easy place to catch those. But let's get a gate security key. Apologies if there's just a really weird cut in the video. I was literally just sitting here and saw something coming towards me on my my computer keyboard, and there was a daddy longlegger that was walking across me, and I'm not afraid of spiders, but I also don't want them walking on me. So anyway, all right, we've got a gate security key. So that was one of the huge things that I wanted to talk about this episode. Also, I put some fishing traps. I went around and I fished some really weird locations, and I put fishing traps in weird places. So right now there is one in here. Oh my gosh, and there's a moonfish. We caught a moonfish in the fountain. Okay. I guess I have to take him along if we want to catch anything else, but I put bait 98. Wait, what? Did I make a generic bait that's supposed to get... This says it's lure the anomalous creature ISOO. Yeah, okay. No, ISOO98, so I think the portal fish or something like that. I was thinking 093. I was thinking the Laic, and that just didn't make sense to me why I would put a fish trap out for the Laic, but, you know, I thought maybe I had missed something. Okay, so I also crafted between episodes. I got the stuff to upgrade the knife to the chef's knife. So that's super nice because now I believe we chop up all sorts of remains, and I think it has higher durability, and then it also has less chance to just get regular bio scrap, I do believe. We have a gate security chest, which should be right over here. Yes, the part that goes to the security sector. So we've never opened one of these, but we are going to do it now.
Access granted.
Oh, it talks to you. All right, so we get a security helmet, security vest, and these things break down for Kevlar, so even though I've got some of them. Light gun repair kit, a security pistol. Night pass, a gate authorized pass handy for safety traveling the halls of the facility during after hours. The wielder of a night pass is ignored by gate security systems. So if we need to go buy a bot, interesting. And then we've got some more 9mm and an intermediate gun repair kit. Now I can package this beast, and it's probably going to weigh a bajillion pounds. Well, not a bajillion, but I'm pretty encumbered for somebody who is not really supposed to get encumbered anymore. All right, guys, couple more things. I did craft this. I don't recall if I did that before or after the last episode, so this Super Stove 4000. Also put a bunch of those things away and identified that, number one, I'm out of space in some of my crates, but the one piece of the security armor that I was still missing was, in fact, the helmet. So I now have the full security armor as well. So I don't know that we'll be using this. I don't even know if I actually checked to see if this could be upgraded. Oh, this is armor of 19. It's actually more armor than my armor. You know, let's take this really quickly. And this, I'm gonna doubt it, but you know what? Nope. No upgrades for you. So the only way to get up here, by the way, is I stand on this lamp. All right, so additional things. I also spent some time between episodes. I mentioned that I went back to Rise, the Rise facility, and because I mentioned that I found a bobblehead there. And one of the things that I did between episodes is I actually put in crafting benches with teleporters. So I now have one at the neutrino thing, so we don't have to swim through the water again, and also at the Rise facility. So we have locations, we have crafting benches with teleporters synced to both of those locations. I don't know what's... Oh, you think no, what's normally there is actually the Hydroplant. Okay, so we are going to figure out what to do with the rest of this ammo, which I have no idea. Actually, that works pretty well. That'll be just fine. We'll take some extra load discs, I guess. I have extra space now, and I don't know what to do. Oh, that's right, and I need to craft another... helmet. Helmet lights. And I apparently unlocked some stuff, and I don't remember why. So we have... Oh, because I made the void pack. So a void chest, a container with multiple instances, yet a singular repository. So what this sounds like to me is if you craft the void pack and then this void chest, is that you could deposit things into the chest here, and then also have like a chest over like Labs Outpost or whatever, and they would share an inventory. I don't know how many spaces it has is going to be one thing, and this was not cheap to craft. It required a hyper-dense neural chip, 2 of those transformer bushings, a laser prism, carbon plating. These were expensive because they come from the defense bots. And this also, the reinforced CPU comes from the defense bots. So anyway, that's a bit of a debacle. Also, containment unit 91. I don't know what this is. This is just an idea that popped up. So let's take a look. Apparently we just opened this not long ago. And I'm just gonna put random stuff in here. Okay. That's not metal, that is glass. A deployable device capable of capturing... No freaking way. A deployable device capable of capturing and containing IS-0091 when X-rays are used in proximity to the containment chamber. Requires power and stability upkeep to maintain safe contain... I don't know what stability upkeep is. This is literally how you lock in the LAAC. Let's start crafting. Let's see how far we get here. The containment, I think is what we called it. It requires a tram station key. It just dawned on me what this thing is that I'm crafting. Okay, well, we got one. Quantum glass times 10. That I can do. Might have to go back soon and get some of the whatever this stuff is. I also need to be careful. My front door is open, and it is nighttime, so the security bot might be on his way here. All right, and then we have one of these, which I have in a chest over here. This guy. I think I brought it back from Labs Outpost because... Oh, this is closed.
Hey, if you're tired, feel free to lay down.
Shapeshifters here. I brought it back from the Labs Outpost because I identified at some point that literally the layout can't get to me where I based there. So, but how do we make... Like I said, I'm just gonna go down the rabbit hole here and see how many components we can actually finish. Just to see, because this would be so incredible. All right, I need one of these things. Craft that. Oh, no, wait, no, I need 2 of them. Yeah, I still need 1 more. So we need 1 more of these. And then we just need this, whatever this hyper dense... Oh, I have it. Okay, that took a bunch of the reservoir growth, so we might have to jump back in the water at some point. Guys. A deployable device capable of capturing and containing IS0091. When X-rays are used in proximity. So, what does that mean? So, if I literally don't even want him in here. Like, I don't want to have to look at the LAAC on a regular basis. What if I try to get him in here? I don't even know how you get him into this thing. And I would also have to get a battery. That might be a little bit of too much of a... Goodness. I might have to find a better place for this. Alright guys, I don't know how this works, so right now, I'm gonna try to put him in the bathroom. It's the only place I really have... I am shocked with as big as this space is, how quickly I've consumed, like, all of this space. It's absurd. I mean, it would help if I could get rid of some of these, like, this desk thing. I guess I couldn't get rid of those because I would lose my coffee machine and the battery charger, but the, gosh, like, this would be amazing to get rid of. Okay, so I just now need plug strips, which I imagine, I was gonna say I have to probably still have some of, and I need some tech scrap, which I have, gosh, where did I put it? Okay, I see now. This is scrap. This is all glass and paper and plastic and cloth. I have metal and tech scrap up top, which you have to jump to get to, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. And I still have not made my headlamp. Excellent. Second headlamp is in process. Well, charging right now. I literally crafted it. I guess I could throw it on. There we go. Right now, what we want to do here, I think, this plug strip is directly connected to the wall, and then this plug strip is connected to this plug strip, and there's still another plug. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to run this at least so that it looks a little bit nice. We're going to go to here and then to... Oh gosh, I lost it. Went too far. We'll go across the floor to there. Then we'll go across the floor on the side. That bench is almost dead. I would have liked to probably run that inside further, but all right. And then we will get over to here, and then I would like to plug in the battery. Let's turn the battery the other direction so that it, gosh, I've been playing some other games on stream, and I'm forgetting what my controls are here. right, so this is going to get plugged into the carbon battery, which should start charging you, I do believe. Yep, there you go. And then you get plugged in. Now, it says X-rays need to be used in its proximity. I don't know if that means like to catch him. And also, what does it mean about upkeep? These are things we are going to have to explore. All right, I'm waiting to see if the LAYAC comes, because I'm wondering if this X-ray tower is like close enough. It kind of sounds to me like if you X-ray him, he just pops into here. I don't really know for sure though, but I made a carbon battery just to make sure we got plenty of power to that thing, and I'm hoping it's enough. Oh, the last thing I think that I can tell you that I did, and I legitimately think, I think this is the last thing that I have listed on my list here, is that I made the anti-thermite for that door at the in the Hydroplant, and I actually used it while I was trying to get around. Gosh, while I was doing all of the things. Hey, QB, what you doing out here? Yeah, so we've talked about all the things on my list. So my intention for today is to spend the rest of the time going back to the Hydroplant to try to see, now we've got the open flow valves in the reservoirs completed. I would still like to get, there's in the waterfall apartments. Let's take a look at the map. I'm not doing a good job getting there though. Oh, here's the Hydroplant. Okay, so here's the waterfall apartments. So we always, like, we're based somewhere in here, and we follow this along and run up through here, and there's the waterfall apartments, which had some horrid Xers up there. They were awful. But this is one of the things, and I cleared out the waterfall apartments at one point, could not find what we were supposed to be doing, and I kind of gave up on it because I was getting frustrated, and I thought maybe we would, once we had the keypad hacker tier 5, that we would be good. I don't know if we will be or not, but whatever the case may be, that's what I hope to do today, because I want to try to get one more of those things. I also don't remember what, like I said, it's been 4 weeks since I've recorded. I don't remember how we fixed the block interference on transmission tower. So we can check that out too, because that one's not complicated to get to. But let me hang out here for a little bit and see if we can capture the LAYAC in the containment unit. All right, guys, I'm an idiot. I'm standing here waiting around. Why not make myself a Cosmato salad wrap, which... Oh. Shoot. What is you doing here in the middle of the day? Since when do they go out during the... So the other security bots go out in the middle of the day. Since when do these guys? All right, so he's dead now. I turned off this X-ray tower because I'm going to try to lead the LAYAC sort of back towards the bathroom using my handheld X-ray. Why are you out in the middle of the day? It's like noon. Has there been an update that I am not familiar with? Because this is just weird to me. All right, guys, I saw him floating through down there. So he's on his way up through the locker room. So I'm going to stand in here until he comes, and then we're going to zap him and hope that this works. Oh my god, that worked! I thought it didn't work at first! Oh. He was terrifying me to begin with because he got over here and he started like swiping at me, which was horrifying in and of itself. So I have a theory. Glass tint on. If I would have known I could have done that. Grab. I was wondering. The grab is constantly the thing that when they're put into... Oh. Oh, I needed it right away. QB, you ate the... Okay. Now I'm gonna have to wait around again. Because apparently we needed to feed that thing a grab right away. Go back in. Okay, grab. Oh, Okay, there. Okay. You hit F. And then there's... Okay, it fills up the bars. Grab required to maintain positive containment status. Class. I mean, I really don't care now that he's in the bathroom. If... I mean, it apparently makes a very loud noise. So I will know when it's running out of stuff. So I guess for now, you just hang out in there. I will not turn the tint on because that way it'll be easy to see that he is where he's supposed to be. Oh my gosh, guys. I can now roam wherever my heart desires and not have to worry about, oh my gosh. You have no idea how free I feel. Guys, like I said, it's been like a month since I last played. What happened here? Did I just make like 5 of everything? I remember making the nori sheets when we got back because I wanted to see if they opened up other recipes, and we grabbed the seaweed from in the reservoir. I got like a bajillion cookies. Okay, I've been here for a little while now, and like I said, I went to the witch's swamp. That has not ticked down even once yet. So I'm hoping we're good for at least a day. Okay, you know, let's just go. We've got plenty of... Oh, no, we can't go. We do not have platform carts. Let me figure out where I put my platform carts. I imagine they're... Yep, they're still in here. What is this? Oh, I made the jump pack. And I wasn't the hugest fan of it. So, also it takes the place of the actual void pack. So it has a capacity of 30. So, maybe I'll use it at some point. For now, I think I'm gonna go with what I have. I kind of like having the extra inventory space. All right, let's go to the Hydroplant. And like I mentioned, I actually considered moving up onto the roof, and then I just decided against it. So we are here somewhat indefinitely now. I think this is kind of a permanent outpost at this point. So, but we are going to try to go reboot the spillway computer. I'm going to do my best for that. Although I do want to go up there. I mentioned we might head up there really quickly just to try to remind me what it was that I needed to be able to... Let's put this stuff... I brought it along just in case I needed to swim. But I would like to remind myself what I need to get that specific part done. Oh, hey, that's right. The Layak was here. All right, guys, I legitimately do not remember where I'm going. I just went through and I looted this entire locker room because I identified that we hadn't looted it before. I thought I have to be outside. Okay, that lift is upstairs. I don't think this is where I want to be. I feel like this was a hot mess when I took this before, but let's try it. Let's get this guy ready just in case with our load discs. Yep. That was a mess. All right, guys. We're just gonna suck it up. We're gonna go up there and we're gonna kill the shotgunner. I have Mugnate. I broke my legs. Oh, there's always something. I don't know why I have this. I think that came out of a locker. Yeah. Let's go upstairs. Let's put on our big boy pants. And let's go take care of this, because we've never listened to this Dr. Mance recording either. All right, where are you, Thought Gunner? I think that got him. Oh, excellent. All right, I brought the cart up while I loot, but we're going to listen to Dr. Mance.
My concerns about our experiments with temporal perforations are increasing. Causality is even more fragile than we imagined. Unless someone can assure me that they know what they're doing, I may have to put gate efforts in this direction on hiatus.
In this direction, meaning... like the Hydroplant? I need to chop this guy up. I am weirdly running low on bioscrap of all things. So I need to get his parts so I can disassemble his parts. Oh, we've got emails too. I also have the hiccup, so I apologize. I'm trying to Trying to commentate around the hiccups. All right, Shadowgate inquiry between Dr. Mance and T. Anderson. Do you have any information about the entities currently immured at Intrados? I believe the gatekeepers are containing something unprecedented there. Oh gosh, okay, that took me a while to actually understand this. If the being is what I believe it to be, they're in possession of an extraordinary life form. Although this word is barely sufficient for such a creature. Even creature isn't the right word. I have no direct access to Intrados or its subjects. You are aware of this. Derek, why are you trying to be so deliberately obscure? No apologies. I have very little information. Getting data from that facility is like pulling teeth. However, I'm working on it. In fact, if I have my way, I'll be visiting there shortly. All right, keep me posted. And Derek, I would encourage discretion and caution. The GK won't appreciate your presence. You know how weird they get around entities like that. 184C. Panoply. Between P. Peters and K. Pendleton, we've discovered a new variant of IS-0184. It seems to be quite a bit heavier, sporting some kind of carapace shell or something even harder. It's essentially some morphology, the same morphology otherwise. Attached a pic of the sighting. How many more of these things are there? I don't know. I don't know if there's a limit. Everything we've been learning suggests they can evolve as needed. You're suggesting something like evolution on demand? How could that even be possible? It fits the data, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I was wondering if it was an XOR, because we're starting to see more and more instances of those. Sky beams between E. Newman and A. Kalam. That was a long one. I was just making sure nobody else was in the email chain. Ajay, you asked for my assessment of 0177. I'm afraid I didn't come up with much to bank on, but I'm happy to provide you with my theories. Eleanor, your theories are always welcome. Give me your thoughts. Alright, so we've analyzed the EM recordings Riggs's team managed to gather. The thing was definitively transmitting information. It's pretty scrambled, but there's zero possibility these patterns are accidental. We're certain that this is a repeating phenomenon, and I'm speculating here. There are many, many other reports across recorded history that are likely to be descriptions of this phenomenon. And the theory you mentioned, where do you stand on that now? Yes, I believe it's a perforation. Another group or entity is attempting to create gateways into our world, just as we are from this end. I think they've been trying for a long time, and we must assume they have had some success. If I'm right, then we have a problem. The kind you'll probably want to involve our contractors, quote-unquote, in. I'll send my report shortly. Thanks, I'll need to put this in front of the exec. So one more question, if you had to guess, I won't hold you to it. Have you drawn any conclusions as to the origin of these perforations? We tried matching decay signatures. It wasn't exact, but I'd say there's a significant probability that this was coming from A2. Isn't A2 where we originally got the antiverse wheat? IS-0177. Let's check that one out. The perforations. Protocols none. First sighted in Jerusalem in 1 BCE, but theorized to have occurred much earlier. Gate has no current measures to counteract or contain these external perforation events. These perforations have been shown to involve coherent data transfer, leading investigators to believe they are preliminary attempts to survey or possibly enter our world. Suspected purposes include communication, resource extraction, colonization, or study required. I mean, to be fair, it's what I go in. I go in for resource extraction, so I want these. These should have the whatchamacallums. Did I get... I thought these gave me things that I need. Capacitors. Alright guys, we're back inside because that didn't appear to be it either, so we're gonna go up here and see if we can't get ourselves killed. It'll be exciting. Plus, I do want the resources from here. Okay, so the captain's down.
Where are the dogs hiding?
I'm certain there's a shotgunner up here. Any chance you drop me an ornate key? I don't know. Oh my gosh! He flew the whole way across the room and impaled himself through the wall! That's amazing.
Master, Vindale!
Oh my gosh. So that's what the load discs do, huh? Huh. I don't know if that was like a fire or what exactly that was, but I'll take it. And now I need to chop all these guys up, because like I said, I'm starting to run low on bio scrap. Okay, so there's nothing in this office either. I really wish I remembered how to get up. Is it? Oh, here it is. I knew there was an outside ladder, and I remembered those two guys. I don't... Is this the only way to get here? I don't know. Whatever the case may be, let's go up and see what we needed for this part of the mission. Alright guys, so I came back down. I spent a long time talking to Dr. Tang, who's up on the roof. And he said that there's the answer to this section is below. I did not remember this, but he said the answer to this section is below, and that there are things that, like, that none of the Order people even know about, and, like, the gatekeepers have an exit all through there and stuff, and I forgot I have a dodge roll now. So I'm wondering if this is it, and I've now got Keypad Hacker Tier 5. Also need to see where this little building... Okay, there's another one. Okay, you. Oh my gosh, that was one hit and he's down. I forgot this guy was over here.
Stop!
But you will notice that my armor healed me. You. Yeah, that running attack is like a power attack now. Is incredible. All right, let me cut these guys up quickly, and then we're gonna go check that door. I don't remember if that needed a Keypad Hacker Tier 5 or what that was. Alright guys, so this guy, the sniper, he gave me something I've never had before. A Sagittarii stealth plate and stabilizers. So we're getting an armor set for the snipers, and I know I've already got a sniper hood. So that's actually kind of cool. We're getting some new stuff. All right, let's go check this door quickly and try not to get... I forgot I had that stuff from this shotgunner. Hang on. All right, let's go see. Was this just locked, or was there actually a keypad here? It's just locked. So how do I get in now that I've got the keypad hacker? Let's go down and see if we can take out the security bot that's kind of at the bottom of here, and maybe that will give me some answers. All right, guys, so I found something. But I'm going to try to finish this. I'm going to try to finish this robot off because I would like the pieces. However, I was running out here because I thought he was going to chase me out here. There's a break in the fence here. Maybe this is where we're supposed to go, because he's, like I said, he mentions being down below, is what Dr. Tang told me I needed to look for. But this is convenient because I think that the security bots, these ones, are... I think they have issues on their backpacks. I think you can blow them up. Their back... Oh, he doesn't open the door. I'm gonna try the laser. He's supposed to be... He's supposed to be weak to laser and acid and stuff. Of course. Speaking of which, why am I not using this thing? Okay, I think he's about ready to... Whoa, okay, he just blew me up. I think that was him. Okay, maybe not yet. That was him. I had got enough damage to the backpack that he blew up. Awesome. All right, we got another security bot, which means another CPU. I would like my stuff back as much as possible. Okay, there's a random quill in the air. Okay. I don't know why he... Oh, is this maybe why he was looking at this? Because he doesn't have anywhere to, like, return to? All right, so let's head out here. And I only have one platform cart left. I've got platform carts everywhere, but I'm also afraid of getting shot because there is a sniper somewhere over there. Speaking of sniper... Is that a reflection? Or is that actually... Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let me get out of the snipers. Alright, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna jump. And hope I don't die. Oh, gosh. Oh. Okay. Yes, I most definitely died. So I recently mentioned that the teleporters basically nullify all the forms of transportation, which is largely true until you die and all of your gear is laying somewhere in the Hydroplant. Part of me still wishes that there was not quite such easy modes of transportation, because like I said, it is actually... it's nice to have other ways that you need to go. Okay, so I was going to slide down there. Like, it looks like there's something in here. But how do you get to that if that is not the way there? Oh my gosh, guys, they did some coding updates or something, because I picked up my backpack and everything is where it's supposed to be. That is very exciting. I need to check. I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's an idea. So these towers, let's see. Let's go to a tower. So there's nobody here. What I want to do is I want to pop my head out here and check these towers that required clearance level 5. Let me just double check, make sure this sniper is still dead before we go running out that direction. He is. He seems to be blocked from spawning by my outpost bench. All right, so this, I think, is the one that just shot me. I think it is this guy. And I believe I've been in here because of that. I remember that. I remember that air water flow. Okay, so he must be on top. Can he come down ladders? I didn't think the Canaan people could use ladders, and then they frightened me when they used a ladder. Okay, this guy is now officially out of the way. So we should at least be able to, I think, probably take a look around here now and see what the route is by which we get down to the low area that guy was talking about. So it is way below me. I don't know what the answer to that question is. Okay, you can see down there, there's some sort of, it almost looks like a gigantic pool of some sort. I don't know how you get down there, but that has to be what the guy's talking about. I mean, he said that in that area, you just need to go way down below. I know, and I know I said I was going to go to the waterfall apartments, but this seemed like a good lead, I guess, for starters. All right, guys, I'm sort of under attack. But really quickly, to show you where I am, I came across where the security bot always is, the way I normally go. Now I'm being attacked by a defense bot. Found this. We're going down here. I don't know where it takes me, but this is where we're going. It's roughly in the direction we wanted to go. There's a purple Exer. All right, let's listen to Dr. Mance while we try to kill that thing.
It would seem that IS-023 is quite averse to the high-energy EM spectrum. Coming from Antiverse 42, I'm aware it may become too large to contain. Dr. Feldman suggested releasing it to the Hydroplant reservoir. I struggle to know when that man is serious. Anyone who would do that should not be allowed anywhere near this facility or its erudite accomplishments.
So it was suggested that they release 023 into the reservoir, and Dr. Mance thought that was insane, and yet now we're here, and it's in the reservoir. Okay. So that is roughly where I jumped down from and died. I know it's really hard to see because it's nighttime, but I'm going to try to make some progress here since we've not really been making any. There's something phasing through there, and I don't know what it is. Zombie. Zombie was the last thing I was expecting. Ah, okay. Of all things, zombie was not. I thought it might be an Exer. What do you? Did you drop a helmet? Hydroplant hat. Oh, is this how you get the? This how you get the Hydroplant uniform? I mentioned that there's some sort of achievement about getting the Hydroplant uniform. Oh, these guys drop pipes. Remind me to cut up all of the zombies in the Hydroplant. Okay, this has to be it, right? Like, this is going down on the side where we want it to be. Hi, QB. How you doing? Got anything exciting? I'll take some bolts, thank you. I've not used any of these. I've used a bunch of these. I will replenish those. And you know what? I've got 2 stacks of those, so why don't I take those from you? Alright, what's over here? Let's keep this out. If we're in zombie land, I want to make sure I've got a club. Any zombies down here? Nope, not any under the stairs. Alright. Okay. Got all the loot together from up there. Continuing down. Not gonna lie, I did not bring my hazmat suit.
Anomalous power fluctuation detected. Office sector. Investigation recommended. Critical operations may experience intermittent power loss.
I get these all the time now. It's one of my most common weather events. Let me see here. Network is its most critical system, but far from invulnerable. The Hydroplant reactor's generous electrical supply is regularly overloaded by perforation and other energy-intensive research, but the single greatest threat to the power systems are potentivores. Creatures that consume electrical current. Gates trans-dimensional studies have, at times, accidentally released several of these entities into the facility, causing rolling blackouts and damage to sensitive apparatus. Notable among these is ISO 211, which brought the facility to a standstill following its escape from Antiverse 17 in the wake of Transrecon Team's 3's second variety. What is 211? Oh, the power leech. Well, we don't have a lot of light. We'll see how far we get here and if I can keep going. I mean, I was already going to be using my light as it was. Where does this go? Robotics. Where am I? This is a cool place. Dog photo frame. This has no power. This legitimately has a welcome mat. Like, I would like to now move my base over here. It's homey. Oh, the rolling blackouts are not the just blackout event. Okay. Let's say just climb down this ladder. I've got to go, my person needs to go to the bathroom, and I was trying to figure out if there was a bathroom anywhere around here. I came back up and the lights are on. I'm gonna need to go back. It's gonna become a problem here pretty shortly. Okay. Where did it go? Stop that. Oh, they give capacitors. That's nice. Okay. Alright, we almost made it back over. I would like to sneak over quickly if I can. And unlock this as well. Ah! Close. Okay, that didn't work at all. That was me trying to close the door, and the door didn't want to just stay closed. Okay, back down. So this is the way that I got in. And then through here. And this is where we fought the zombies. And here's where I left a platform cart. And this is the place where I ran through and got the radiation poisoning, and I still didn't bring anything for it. Oh, I missed it that time. Okay, is there anything down? Oh my gosh. Oh, those things scare the crap out of me sometimes. Jeez, you come around a corner and those things are just there. You know what? Stay off the ladder, dude. They do not do well with the rebar bolts. Okay, so I don't have to go back down there then. So this is where I teleported from. So have these things, please. And we are going down into this robotics location. Monitoring. Okay. I don't know what that is. It just looks like water. So is that where I'm going? Because I did not bring my diving suit. Okay, back again. Need to get my diving suit. Alright, diving suit is on. Holy cow, this whole section's just flooded. Why am I hearing the sounds from the... Also, where am I going? Okay. Let's put this back one. I was hearing the sounds from, like, the dark water beast. It was weird. I didn't figure it'd be there. You are most definitely... Are you like a live zombie? Is that a weird thing to say? Top money. Okay. Did I officially get the Hydroplant uniform? I'm gonna need to check my achievements. In case anyone is curious, yes, I in fact did. get the achievement for the Hydroplant uniform. I also got the one for containing IS0091. It looks like we're swimming further. Yeah, that is most definitely the noise from the... From the Darkwater Beast? I'm gonna guess we're going here. Or not. What am I looking for? They mentioned that I think I'm looking for a recipe of some sort. They said I needed to find something for shielding. Impressive I'm able to light something on fire that's underwater, just saying. Alright, let's go get some oxygen. Okay. I came down the ramp with the forklift, and there's a... Oh, this just brings me out to the same place. Okay, there is also up here... Also not what I'm looking for. I don't fit through there. Oh. Okay. So these are the doors. I came from over there. I probably better go get oxygen first. There's an open door here. All right, let's go swim back really quickly, grab some oxygen. All right, and then if you go down the ramp around about the forklift... Oh, no, wait, no, that's right, it's up here. Okay. Some rebar. Okay, this takes us up into the office area I couldn't squeeze through previously. Is there anything here? No. Alright, guys, so I am back at HQ, and I'm gonna have to try to, like, test out a theory at some point, because, well, number one, I couldn't find anywhere else to go in that location. It seemed like maybe the whole functional purpose of that area was maybe just to get you the Hydroplant uniform. And I had also had somebody recently, they sent me a video that they had done, and it was for, it kind of explained, gosh, it kind of explained for them how to actually navigate through the realm of the Hydroplant when they have, like, a fear of, like, deep waters and stuff like that. And I haven't watched the whole thing because I think there might have been some spoilers in it. However, I did at least watch enough to know that the... that the person said that you don't actually have to, if you're a person that has a fear of deep oceans and stuff, you don't actually have to go into water. I guess there's ways around that. I don't know what those are, but it kind of led me to kind of reassess. What the heck? What is that thing? It's like a massive version of the power leech. Is this even doing anything?
Stop!
What about... I just came down, I was gonna recall my carts. Okay, so long story short, I looked at... Does this fix all of the crafting? Where the heck is that disc going? But... My gosh, there's stuff everywhere. Is that what causes the entirety of those rolling blackouts? Is that all I have to do? Is just come down and shoot that thing? Give me my disc back. They're expensive. They're made with lodestones. Okay. So I did a reassessment of kind of everything. Okay. I looked at my crafting recipes to see, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to block radiation, right? I looked in like the sciencey recipes to see what all, because I knew we unlocked a whole ton of stuff. So there's a bunch of like laser stuff. However, I did find something. Where was it? This. Neutrino emitter, an advanced laser-powered device that counteracts the intensity of radiation in a given area. My limitation here, I cannot craft this because I don't have a neutrino mapper. And this says this is collected by the astronomers of the Gate Vusor facility, which I do believe is the one, I think it's the Frozen Realm. So I've spent all this time trying to figure out how to get everything. Oh, God bless me. But trying to figure out how to get, like, to move forward with these different requests in the Hydroplant, and I think the answer all along, and honestly, that was actually what I was intending to do, was to just go to the Frozen facility, but then it had been a really long time since I last played, and I was a little hesitant about going to, like, a frozen biome, having first jumped back in. And apparently that's what I should have done anyway, because it kind of seems like that is in fact the answer. So I guess we will wrap this episode up. I will take all of these resources back. And then we will call this episode, because it has been quite a long one for me recording. And then in the next episode, there will be no holds barred. We will be going to the Frozen biome and try to figure out what this neutrino mapper is that we need. Because I think that that's probably our answer at this point. I don't really have any other solutions at this point. So anyways, that's going to be it then for this one. So I'm going to thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and comment. Also subscribe so that you get notified of future videos. But for now, my name is Hawk, and this has been Abiotic Factor. And I will catch you guys next time.